Are you ready? Are you ready for the news time? Yes, my name is Phil Chambers. I have replaced Gareth today with Salty Sea Dog. I think we can all agree that it's a bit of a trade up, but Gareth isn't here this week, so I'm just going to kind of plow right into it. But first off, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the video, and comment down below what you think of all of today's stories. And links to all of today's stories are in the description below. Just click the timestamps and away you go. But first up, we've been seeing these vignettes on SmackDown for this new mystery female wrestler. Started last week, carried on this week. She's like sort of putting on some clothes and then putting on a fur coat. But it has sort of been revealed, kind of, probably, who it is. Eagle-eyed people may have spotted a little tattoo on her left arm when she was kind of putting on her bra at the very beginning of the vignette. This is down to @FabulousBlackheart on Twitter has found this. It's, funnily enough, a Carmella fan account. And she noticed that tattoo does indeed belong to Carmella. Here are pictures to prove it. So it seems like the SmackDown mystery woman has been accidentally revealed as Carmella. So yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see where this is going, whether this is a complete revamp of her character or what. But yeah, let me know down below what you think of this and if you actually think it's Carmella or not. But speaking of the SmackDown women's division, Bayley was on SmackDown. She was explaining why she attacked Sasha Banks last week. And this was a fantastic heel promo from her. She basically was just saying that she knew all along what Sasha was really doing, that she was using her to get to be Two Belts Banks, and she knew this because Bayley was using her in the same exact way, and then as soon as they lost those belts, she basically had no use for her anymore, so that's why she attacked her last week. But the interesting thing about this promo isn't the content of it, it's the style of it, because this perfectly mirrors a promo from 2005 when Eddie Guerrero had, like the week before, he'd attacked Rey Mysterio, and he was sat down in the ring and on a chair cutting a heel promo explaining his actions, and this mirrors it so beautifully. Like, what a great way to rub salt in the wounds for Bayley than to mimic Sasha Banks' favorite wrestler as she's doing it. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Probably one of the best pure heel promos from Bayley. And yeah, it's good stuff all around. But speaking of SmackDown, we got the debut of a new character in the Firefly Funhouse. The Firefly Funhouse opened up and Bray Wyatt was sort of teasing that he was going to unveil this brand new character, and he got this box out and it was going to be Pasquale, the persevering parrot, who's been through a lot and was going to have some words of wisdom for all of us. Unfortunately, Bray hadn't put holes in the box for the parrot to breathe, and it had died. So in comes Vince McMahon. He's basically worried that Bray Wyatt is losing control of the Firefly Funhouse. He doesn't have any trust in him anymore. And so he's brought in a special advisor to the Firefly Funhouse, Wobbly Walrus, who is obviously Paul Heyman. He did the whole "my name is Wobbly Walrus" thing, and then Bray Wyatt just kind of did the shocked Home Alone face, and it went to be continued. So that is your new character in the Firefly Funhouse. It wasn't Alexa Bliss, which is what everyone was kind of thinking it was going to be. At least that's what I was thinking it was going to be last week. But speaking of Alexa Bliss, she did do the Sister Abigail onto Nikki Cross on SmackDown last night as well. So she is continuing her transformation into the female fiend, I guess. So yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see where all this goes to, but it does look like they're not done with Bray Wyatt in the Universal title picture. Also, speaking of SmackDown, Sami Zayn came out and he was trying to interrupt the title match between Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles. He was out earlier on in the production truck trying to stop the show because the IC title match shouldn't be going on, and then he came out to the arena. And basically that's not the interesting part. The interesting part is when Adam Pearce came out to try and take him away. He had 2 security guards with him, and who are those 2 security guards, I hear you definitely asking. They are Devon Dudley's twin sons, which is just a nice little interesting tidbit. Terrence and Terrell Hughes, they are known as TNT on the indie scene. And yeah, this is sort of their WWE little cameo debut. They've won a bunch of championships around sort of the Florida independent scene. Hopefully we can see more of them in the future. But yeah, just an interesting little tidbit. Speaking of interesting little tidbits, Ronda Rousey was spotted training with the daughter of Roddy Piper, called Ariel Teal Toombs, or she wrestles as Ariel Piper. Ariel Piper has been out for 6 months because she's had an ACL meniscus reconstruction, but she made her proper wrestling debut last year at All Out, actually, in the Casino Battle Royal. She's also been on Women of Wrestling and things. Been wrestling for about 2 years, I think. Ronda Rousey, on the other hand, has obviously been off TV since WrestleMania 35, but she is still kind of under some kind of contract until 2021. But she has said that you will never see her as a full-time wrestler again. But this is the first kind of inkling since she left of seeing her sort of getting back in the ring. So is this either her just having a bit of fun training with a friend? Obviously, Ronda Rousey bloody loved Roddy Piper. So it could be that, or is this her testing the waters to sort of get back in the ring and see how it feels, maybe to do a comeback at some point? Who knows? But it was posted on Ariel's Instagram account, which you can see here. Picture of them training together. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens to this, or whether it's just a couple of friends getting together to have a bit of a training session. But finally, on today's wrestling news, a little interesting tidbit from the Dave Meltzer ratings system. There is a new champion of the ratings, I guess you would call it. Basically, Meltzer has now given more 4-star plus ratings to one wrestler above everyone else. Now, it used to be AJ Styles, who had 90 4-star plus matches, but now it is Nick Jackson, who has 91 because of the tag team match from All Out. Matt Jackson, interestingly, is on 90, but that's because Nick Jackson had the match against Rey Fenix on AEW Dynamite. So yeah, that's it. The new champion of Dave Meltzer's rating system is Nick Jackson, the most star-rated, the most starred man in wrestling, I guess. Congratulations to Nick Jackson. Anyway. But yeah, that was today's wrestling news. Thank you very much for joining me. If you want, you can talk to me on Twitter at FilmMyChambers, and you can follow everyone at WhatCulture at WhatCulture WWE. Should have that in my mind by now. You can follow Salty Sea Dog on Instagram at FilmMyChambers. I mean, it's my Instagram, but it's pretty much just pictures of the dog. And make sure to subscribe to the video, like the video, share the video, comment down below what you think of all of today's stories, of course. And also go over to youtube.com/kayfabe news, because me and Simon do a satirical wrestling news show over there. It's really, really good fun. Go check it out. We've got a story that just went live yesterday about another shocking decision from AEW allowing a match to continue after a decapitation. So go check that out right now. But most importantly, go and have yourselves a bloody good day. Goodbye, everyone. Say goodbye, Salty. He's just lying down. Bye.